Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another Build in Public update for weeks 31 and 32. Let's get into it. So I've added our contributors here for both the growth side and the build side. So engineering and product and engineering and design and marketing and product over here. So the biggest thing that has changed is that we've hit $500 monthly recurring revenue for the first time. This has been a result of the part-time launch and the kind of ripple effects that I talked about in the last update. Different newsletters, different link or aggregators of links and products and all that stuff. There's more trials right now that are about to convert, so there's still a stream of influx traffic from socials and all these other sources. Who knows how long that's going to stay like that, but I think we're preparing to tackle more sustainable channels with the launch of the version 2, just like cold outreach and also building out our own content, which we actually haven't done so far, which is quite ironic that we don't build an SEO tool, but we don't really do much with SEO in terms of content. So that will be the next steps. It's just more of a long-term bet because these things take some time to ramp up, and our focus has mostly been on social media, Twitter, and the launch sites like Product Hunt for now. But yeah, that will be the next step. And then here, our version 2 of the product, which will add a roadmap functionality, will add a lot of data to the dashboard to make more educated decisions on which things to go after, which keywords, and which briefs. And it's just overall a lot smarter than what we have right now. And we're still working on it. This is the design. As you can see, some back and forth here on the design side, as we have a lot of domain knowledge in the tool that is requires some things in terms of understanding that we're all on the same page when it comes to what we're actually trying to achieve. And yeah, we're making good progress. I've just tested a prototype of the new roadmap topic expansion algorithm. Some more tweaks to be done, but we're not just making the design, making progress on the design, but we're also building it as we're designing it. So those two tracks, they run in parallel. All right, then Finlay, our growth partners here, they don't have Twitter profiles, so I haven't linked them up. But on the build side, Victoria's actually also the designer that's on the Swiftbrief side of things. And then Alexandra and Rudy are the engineers on this project. I mainly at this stage do pull request reviews and just set the strategy. So I'm more of a lead developer position, so to speak. All right, let's get into it. So we're still working on the changes to the Excel add-in that is responsible for uploading and downloading data to the web app to then calculate the data from there. This has been merged. There are some bugs here and there that we need to hash out, but it's pretty much done. So the next step will be that we'll set our marketing partners on this to play around with it and identify areas that need to be improved. I think we're hitting some performance issues, especially if you upload a lot of data. So we're looking into parallelizing the calculation just because that part is quite heavy, and we've tried to get away with it doing it in series until now, but it's becoming more and more of a problem that it just runs very slow. So we need to have a look at that next. And then our native speech generator tool. We also have two partners for growth and two people behind the scenes building it out. And what we've done here, we had our first real customer that just randomly stumbled on the tool. I think either through someone sharing the link or through organic traffic that we're already pulling in thanks to Jen's established domain. So we still offer a 50% discount at this stage. Now it's down to 25, I think. But yeah, it was the first person that didn't come directly through Jen's newsletter, or people signing up for a beta test, which we offered for free. So that's great. That's good validation for the tool. And now we're starting to track kind of the whole funnel from her domain down to how many people are opening the checkout, and then how many people are actually paying for it, and then sending messages to the bot. And also we want to find out how many messages on average people need in order to create a speech. And this is important for us because it has implications on the both operational expenses, but also just a high number of messages tends to mean that there will be a lot of tweaks that are being requested to the speech, which needs further digging into the quality of the output. So it's just a way for us to do a bit of quality control, but obviously we're going to have to talk to people to get more information. It's just for us to kind of estimate where we're at and where we need to go. And I think in the funnel you can see that there are a lot of people right now that are dropping out when they open the checkout. I think we need to create more trust before the checkout opens, because right now how it works is you go on the landing page and then you press one of the CTAs on the landing page, and that will open the checkout immediately. I think we need to add some more examples of the speeches that are being generated with it, because feedback once people start using it, the tool, has been very positive. But we need to get people that don't trust us because they're not our friends to try out the tool, right? So that they start using it. And for that, we need to give more examples of the final result, and if the result is good or bad, and for them to decide that. So we're thinking about ways of opening it up. We can't let you play around with the tool because it will cost us too much money if a lot of people will just mess around with it, as GPT-4 tends to be quite expensive. So that is a bit of an issue, but we're looking into ways of opening it up for at least view only or read only access, so you can have a look at Jen writing with the bot, and then you can have a look at the final speech, and you can scroll around a bit and you can see how the flow works without actually having to let you write messages to it. And then we will probably just add a CTA to then create your own speech just from there. And with that, we can show a couple examples of conversations that we will have with the bot, and we can show an almost interactive final speech without offering the last piece of interactivity. And if that doesn't work or isn't enough, I think we have other ideas around creating a free version that is very limited in terms of the amount of messages that you can send, which then will probably be a different kind of speech. It won't be a maid of honor speech, but there's other speeches at a wedding. So if we can get that ironed out, we might be able to offer a free version that is actually interactive, but keeping the operational costs very low for us. But yeah, those are just a couple ideas. There'll probably become experiments one way or another in the near future, and I'll keep you posted on how that goes. And if you want to not miss it, then just feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.